So by now you've responded to the getting started questions. You moved on to the next page, and that's where you were trying to come up with questions that you thought could not be answered through scientific investigation because the answers depended on personal preference or moral value, or maybe even related to a phenomenon that can't be measured. So now we're moving on to the activity in itself. Again, activity 4, what's the question? In this activity, you guys are going to investigate how to ask questions in the way that scientists do. Now, on the next page, there is a list of questions. And I think that there are 6 or 7 questions there, and I will show you that list of questions here in a second. Sometimes scientists may ask questions that have to be rephrased so they can be tested through scientific investigation. And on that next page, you are going to choose one of those questions from the list and do the following. 1, you're going to decide if your question can be answered through a scientific investigation. So we've conducted 3 scientific investigations so far. Activity 1, the mystery cube. Activity 2, biological cube. And then activity 3, which was dog, goose, and bag of corn. So we are going to continue that so you guys have plenty of experience with scientific investigation. It doesn't have to be an investigation that is complex and detailed. It can be a simple investigation. So I don't want you guys to overcomplicate things and try to make more work for yourself, because that's not what I want you guys to do. So first, you're going to choose one of the questions from the list. You're going to decide if that question can be answered through a scientific investigation. If it can, you're going to come up with 2 testable questions that relate to the problem described in your question. If it can't, you're going to tell me or explain why not, and then you're going to come up with 2 testable questions that relate to your question's topic. Now I'm going to move on to the next page and show you the list of questions. So here's the list of questions right here. You have, number 1, how is bug blood different from human blood? You have, why do your fingers wrinkle after you take a bath? You have, is rock music better than hip-hop music? You have, why does bright light cause some people to sneeze? You have, do smells affect people's moods? And you have, is vegetarianism better than eating meat? So you have 6 questions there. I want you to choose one. You're going to decide if it can be answered through scientific investigation. If it can, you're going to come up with 2 testable questions related to that problem. If it can't, you're going to explain to me why it can't be solved through scientific investigation. And then you're going to come up with 2 testable questions related to the topic mentioned in the question. So again, make sure you read through the instructions on that previous page. For example, if you chose question number 1, how is bug blood different from human blood? You could rephrase that to say, do all bugs have blood? Or does bug blood contain white blood cells and red blood cells? Those are a couple examples right there to kind of help you or get you geared. If you have questions, make sure you message me through Canvas, and I will do my best to get back with you and help you out the best I can. Have a good day.